Hello everyone, welcome to JT Budgets. My name is JT, and on this channel we do anything from cash stuffings, budget with me's, sinking funds, and all things like that. So if that's interesting to you, make sure you stick around and keep watching. All right, so today we are doing a budget with me. I have already received my paycheck for the upcoming month, the end of December, so that will go into January. I have two separate jobs, but this one is going to be my first one for the month. I get paid monthly from this job, so all of my budget for this month will go into my bills. My sinking funds typically come from my other job, which I get paid twice a month from. So let's go ahead and start. We're just gonna write job one. The budget for this is going to be $22.50, which it's always the same every month, no matter what. So that gives us $22.50 to work with. Let's start with our bills. I have my power bill, which is $120 a month. Water, and I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit just so you don't have to sit through me writing all of this out. All right, so I've written down all of my bills for the month. Now I'm going to total them up, and it is going to total $1,110. So these are all of my bills, my subscriptions, and all of the things like that. Right now what I do is when I get paid, my monthly pay, I just leave all of my bills in the bank and it all comes out of my checking account automatically so that I don't have to worry about that. That works for me right now, and that is what I want to stick with for now until I get a better option. So from there, that leaves me with $1,140. So now we're gonna move over to the envelopes, my cash envelopes. My leftover was $1,140. My cash envelopes are my things that I spend on a daily basis. So like gas is usually once a week, groceries is usually once a week, eating out, clothing, fun, and miscellaneous things that I spend on that don't really fall into a category just yet until I find a category for it. So I'm gonna start writing these down and bring you back soon. All right. So just to explain a little bit about why I have these categories set up the way that they do, my gas, this current job, this job that I have, it's 100 miles a day to that job. I really like that job though, so that's why I'm doing that, but that's why my gas is so expensive per month, is because I'm driving 100 miles a day, roughly 3 to 4 days a week. So I have that. My groceries, this is for the month because it is split with me and my fiance. So $100, it's about $25 a week, just to get necessities, meats, veggies, things like that. Eating out, because I'm on the go so often right now, I do eat out quite a bit. And I know that I could add that money here and pack lunches, but for convenience right now in my life, this is what I do. This is the best thing for me. And that's only $20 a week. So it's like one meal on the go a day, probably. Clothing, my other job is in retail, clothing retail. So I do buy clothes from the retail shop that I work at and use that, and that's what I use that for. Fun money, this is for when I go out with friends and just hang out or grab a bite to eat, which is different than eating out to me because I am having fun, I'm doing things like that. Or this is like, we just had the Christmas holiday, so if we go out to see lights, or if we go out to see a special Christmas movie, things like that. And then miscellaneous is just random things that, again, don't really fit into a category right now. This money may or may not get spent at all. It's just in case kind of idea. So if we total all of these things up, that brings me to $580 in my envelopes for the month. This is not for the week, this is for the total month. So leftover, I have $560. I am gonna fill this out, but I'm not gonna be stuffing my sinking funds with this paycheck. This is strictly for my bills, my cash envelopes and my extra debt that you will see in just a second. So I'm going to fill it out just so you can see what I'm using it for. Okay, so this is my sinking funds. I have one for pets, emergency, April. This is actually taxes, vacation, Christmas, new house, health, wedding, and new car. So these things for me are, I do have them split up into different binders when we get to that point, but they are, you know, sinking funds that I might need to have soon, or I might have a long way off, like the new house, the new car, the wedding. Those things are far off. But then pets, that is for food and for my pet sitter when we go on vacation and for their shots and things like that. Emergency, that is a long-term. Hopefully I don't need that anytime soon, and it is just going to build and build, hopefully. Taxes, I am saving up obviously for April to pay those. The job, this money from here, this job is a 1099, so I do pay taxes on that in April. I don't pay taxes on that along the way. I have some money saved up from that from Christmas and various things throughout this past year, but not through my cash envelope system. I just have some money set aside to pay those taxes. Vacation, we do vacation a lot. We typically go to Disney World. We are annual pass holders for that and things like that. So when we vacation, it's typically to there. Christmas, I'm going to start saving up money for that because Christmas is a big thing for my family. We love to give gifts, and it's always been a super involved holiday. And then health, hopefully, I don't need that, but with everything going on nowadays, you never know when you're going to need some money to go to the doctor or just to get some Dayquil or something like that. And that's what that's for. So let's move into our extra debt. I have a Chase credit card and 2 Bank of America credit cards. And this is the reason that I am starting all of this, just to stay accountable to pay off my credit cards. I am in quite a lot of debt from credit cards, and I want to get it paid off as quickly as possible. So I'm going to budget the minimum amounts on these, and then I do have a envelope set up for a debt snowball. So I will be putting money into that starting this new year, just in order to pay this off as quickly as possible. All right, so the total for my minimum payments comes to $500. That leaves me with $60. That $60 I'm just going to leave in my checking account for buffer, and just to continue to build my checking account for various emergency purposes. If I need to pull that money out, if I don't have my cards or my cash with me when I need a tire fix or something like that, that's what that's for. So this is my budget for my first check of the month. Thank you for watching this video. If you see something that you think that you could help me with, I would greatly appreciate it. This is my first time doing all of the budgeting stuff and cash envelopes and all of that stuff. So any help would be greatly appreciated. And I thank you so much for watching this video. If you got all the way to the end, leave a thumbs up emoji in the comments. Again, I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.